Good afternoon again. My name is Ndendra Amadeus with the student number 2200338684. Whenever you see one with a book placed on his chest, that is Ndendra Amadeus YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about functions with just one specific objective. So first we have to evaluate, and then if time allows we might do the inverse. So now let's get to work. uh when we are working we have to go to the paper. Since technology in Namibia, my good people, is not like for others, and our environments are not the same for everybody. So let's just keep on watching and then we listen to the important words that are given. So, my good people, they say, oh, first we have to evaluate. That's the first thing we are going to do. When we are evaluating, we might find the question that says number one. Let's write it. If f of x So you might find when you are doing evaluation of functions, you might find a question that says if f of x is equal to 2x plus 7. Now they will ask you to find f of 3. So this simply means wherever you see x, you replace it with a 3 in the bracket for a. So now, how do we go about it? So first step, we say f of 3 is equal to 2, and then in the place of x we replace it with 3 plus 7. So you can see already that 2 times 3 it's 6 plus 7, and our final answer is going to be 13. So you are done like this. It's very simple, my good people. There's nothing to be scared of. So B, the same situation. Now let's deal with a negative number. Find f of negative 2. It's the same with what we did in the first example, my good people. Wherever you see x in f of x function, you just replace it with negative 2. So now f of negative 2 is equal to 2, and then in the place of x we replace it with negative 2 plus 7. So now you just have to deal with 2 times negative 2, which is negative 4 plus 7. Then our final answer is going to be positive 3. It's very simple. And you'll find a case whereby they will not just use just a number just like that. It can be a variable. You just have to do the same. So let's look at example number 2. Number 2 says, let me just write it before I explain. Okay. Our second example, my good people, is called a function of a function. Is whereby you deal with two functions. As you can see, there's f of x, which is equal to 3x plus 5, and then there's another one which says g of x is equal to 7 minus 2x, and then the third one is h of x, which is equal to x square minus 8. So find, that is the first example, g of fx of x negative 2. So how do you go about this? Firstly, you just have to take the front part, which is f of negative 2. You deal with it. F of negative 2, how are you going to deal with it? You go back to the function itself, which is f of x. You can see already that 3x plus 5. So what we are going to do is the same with what we did with the first two examples. Just replace negative 2 wherever you see x. So which is 3 in the place of x, negative 2 plus 5, and then negative 6 plus 5 at the end of the day is negative 1. So my good people, after getting negative 1, now you go back to what is said to be g of f negative 2. So f of negative 2 is equal to 1, negative 1 I mean. So replace it in g of x. So what we are going to do, g of x says 7 minus 2. Wherever you see x, replace it with what you found for f of negative 2, which is negative 1. So from there, you just work out, simplify. 7 minus negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. So our final answer, 7 plus 2, is going to be 9. You are done like that. So for learners or anybody that is watching this video, I would expect you to do for me few examples like these ones. As you can see them, let me write it as homework or an activity. Before you continue studying, you just do it at your own spare time, and then you evaluate yourself. If you want to find out whether it's true or not, just go to y is equal to mx plus c, textbook for grade 10 to 11, new curriculum by Karen D'Emilio. With that, my good people, this is where I raise my case. But that's not all about function, but I just took this part. I was only interested in the two part whereby I evaluate and deal with a function of a function when two functions are involved. So with that, my good people, I wish you all the best with the two concepts.